Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my first series on this channel, and hopefully it'll be a nice long running series and will help some people with just some tips really. This is on Minecraft PS4 edition, so unfortunately we are a bit limited in terms of what we can do in this game, but I will try and make it the very best that I can. Now, obviously as you can see, starting out in a fresh world here. Now the first things that you always need to get on a fresh world: wood, food, wool. They're the first things that you need to get, because then you can obviously make your tools. So the first thing I'm going to do here is just punch a few sheep. Normally I have to go trekking off in different directions for absolutely ages to find sheep, but I did just see a few running around. They all seem to have disappeared on me now. Probably would be quicker just to go and get some wood and make a sword and take them down, but they'll normally disappear every time I try and do that. Okay, you've got 3 pieces of wool there. That'll be enough to make your bed. Well, now you turn up. Where were you a minute ago? Always try and get as much food as you can at the start. It will definitely help you out later on. You won't have to stop in the middle of a build to go and find some food, or just to keep yourself going when looking for that nice area. Okay, once you've got your wood together here, press square to open up your inventory. Now I'm using the classic crafting here. This can be changed in your settings, in your user interface. If you change that there, it will obviously just put it into PlayStation edition, and I believe the Xbox edition, just click to craft. But I'm just going to change it back to the classic crafting. Just gives it a bit more feeling as close to the PC as I think it can at the moment. Okay, got your crafting table there. Let's get an axe. A couple more sticks there. Pickaxe and sword. So, axe, pickaxe, sword, and probably get just a spade there too. Well, there are your basic tools there. There is also a hoe as well, but I'm not really in a place at the moment to do that. You always start with a map, and I'll see this is the spawn location. I'm going to try and settle as close to spawn as possible at the moment, just so that I can build something off camera just to welcome other players in. I will be having some other players come in and join me at some point in the future. Just be letting them do their own thing, and also doing part in a couple of things like probably a PvP arena, also hunt down a particular player, just do random days where one player gets picked to go and hide and everyone has to chase them down. But that's something for a later date. grab some of these flowers here. Now, the flowers, obviously, they can be used as decoration, but they can also be turned into useful items like dyes, and just to help you dye your armour, or in this case now, let me pop this down here. As you can see, if I was just to use the standard white wool, we would get a white bed. But what I'm going to do now is get some red dye and place those in here, and we get the red wool. Get ourselves a nice red bed there. Now that we've got the bed, as you can see, we've got bed, a little bit of food, and I think I'm going to, some llamas there. I think I'm going to claim this little mountain here as my own. So I'll just pop the crafting table down. Get a couple of chests made. Wrong block. Place those down here. Now, when you're putting chests down, if you press the right analog stick into crouch, you can actually place the chests directly on top of each other. They will still open. And then we can start storing our goods. And the next thing on the agenda is collect stone and coal. Did see some surface coal just here. If you can get the coal pretty much as soon as you start, take it. I always say it's always worth taking coal, even if you're in the middle of a cave, you're looking for diamonds or iron or gold. If you see coal, take it. You get the experience from it, and obviously you need it for smelting. Otherwise you'll be stuck using charcoal, which burns quicker than coal. Okay, a nice little bit of coal there. Now what I'll do is start working on some stone. I normally just keep going with the stone until my pickaxe breaks, especially the wooden ones. I literally only ever make one wooden one for the entire world. And there we go. As you can see, it's starting to get dark now. So what I'll do quick is just knock together a quick little shelter. If you don't have the materials to hand to make yourself a little shelter, you can just dig into the side of a mountain just to hide out for the night. this is just really to help it so that the mobs don't come in and get you, especially the creepers. It doesn't have to be anything fancy for your first night, it can literally just be something to give yourself a bit of protection. Obviously that wouldn't do much good against skeletons, as the sides are open, they can shoot through that block distance there. But for now, for the first night, it's something at least. Okay, get ourselves a door made. Why that makes 3 doors, I don't know. Just fill this in. Give ourselves a roof. Now the only problem with what I've done here is this top chest now won't open, but that's okay for now. I'll get that sorted when we start making a nicer area. And once you've got the materials, you can obviously upgrade your tools. I do tend to try and use the tools up before making new ones. Anytime you see an animal, unless you're attempting to tame it or to bring it back to your area to make yourself a farm, I would recommend killing it to get yourself the food. And also in the case of the cow, it does drop leather as well, which is used for armor, books. Let's get ourselves a furnace in there. Pop some of that in and get some of this food cooking. I cannot stress enough how convenient it is. You see the surface coal, just take it. It will help you out immensely in the long run. You won't have to go looking straight away in a cave, which might be dangerous if you haven't got the right equipment. And you can just get your coal, make some torches, cook your food, just get done what you need to do to get yourself set up and then ready to go adventuring. As you can see, where we started with our spawn area there, we've got spruce. There's a nice desert just to the side of us there. A couple of nice mountains. Quite a bit of coal from what I can see. So I think this will be quite a nice area, and I'll get, like I said, I'll get something set up off camera down here, just so that it welcomes in new arrivals when they spawn into the game. I'll hopefully be joined at some point in this series by a player called Mini Hades and another player called Pink Princess 2710, or just Pink and Hades for short. But for now, for these first couple of episodes, it's just going to be getting set up and making a build. Always try and just gather as much resources as you can at the start. It just helps out, so you can start building and you don't have to worry about having to keep going off and finding your resources. If you can get in an area that's quite resource rich, then you'll do yourself an even bigger favour just by starting in a place like that. Okay, you can turn auto jump on for the PS4 edition. Personally, it can get a bit annoying, really. Once you're trying to, say, navigate your way around a lava pool and you get too close to the edge, your character automatically jumps. You land in it and you lose everything that you've worked for, which has happened quite a few times to myself. It's not a pleasant experience, especially when you lose a full set of diamond armor. Now, a couple of things that you will find different from the PlayStation edition if you've been playing PC is that when you make yourself a farm, there is actually a maximum number of breeding animals allowed in the world. So if you make yourself a farm and you're trying to, say, breed your cows, and you get the message saying that the maximum number of breeding animals has been maxed, you will need to either kill some of your cows off or go and kill a few animals in the wild. But strangely enough, I don't think that applies to chickens and wolves. But anyway, for your first couple of days in-game, you just want to go around, have a little explore of wherever you choose to settle, and just gather as much food as you can. See if you can find an area to set up a farm, and just get working on things like that. Obviously, animals, like I said, the cows, they drop the leather, so you can use that to make yourself a basic set of armour, which can also be fully dyed. Just grab ourselves a couple more cows. I will, throughout the series, be making things that I think, that I use that help me out, such as an auto smelter, which is something that I took an influence from B00-100. Some of my build styles I've also taken influence from players such as Iskall85, Stress Monster 101, others as well, False Symmetry, Nerazon, Speedy Sidearms, just people that I've watched quite a while now, enjoyed their series, and also just enjoy their build style, and they've influenced me quite a bit, and hopefully that you can take away some tips from what I do as well. But if there's anything that any of you would like to see built, or you think that if I build it could be built better, if you have a way for something to work more proficiently than something that I make, then please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll read them all, and I'll see what I can do. If there's anything, as I said, that you want built, that you'd like to see built, I might do themed builds at some point in the series, so obviously drop in the comments something you'd like to see, and I'll get working on it as soon as I can. I think now that we've got a nice supply of food, a little area set up, I think we shall probably call it there for this first episode. and I hope you've enjoyed, and if you have, please leave a like and leave a comment down below with anything that you think could be improved. Thank you and goodbye.